selling products with safety and compliance requirements. In this video, we are going to explain the qualification process for selling products that have Amazon safety and compliance requirements. This process gives you an easy path to selling and ensures that products meet Amazon's safety policy. At Amazon, our customer obsession means we have an obsession with safety. Our goal is to make sure products sold on Amazon are safe for customers and comply with laws and regulations. At Amazon, we are constantly listening to regulators and customers about the safety of products sold in our marketplaces around the world. When we identify products with high safety risk, we either restrict the sale of the products or take extra precautions to make sure they are safe. First, let's look at the reasons Amazon restricts the sale of a product. Amazon restricts a product or ASIN if it does not meet the Amazon selling policy, if it's under investigation due to a potential safety risk, or if we receive safety concerns or incident from customers. In the event of a policy change or regulatory change, Amazon might send notifications to sellers requesting additional safety documents. As a seller, it is your responsibility to know legal and regulatory safety standards applicable to your product. All manufacturers, suppliers, and brand owners must ensure products are compliant to local regulatory requirements. If you want to sell a product that we have identified as having a high safety risk, you'll need to complete an application and receive approval first. Let's look at an example and meet a seller who wants to sell a product with safety and compliance requirements. Joe is the owner of XYZ Trading Company and he wants to sell LED television. During the listing process, Joe is prevented from selling the LED television until he applies and receives approval from Amazon. Let's watch as Joe submits his application to see what information and documentation is required. To sell an LED television, Joe must provide a list of ASINs that he is applying to sell and evidence that his LED television were tested according to the required safety standards. Joe must submit the required documents to the email address provided on the help page. Once Joe has submitted the required documents, we'll review the information and decide if he is approved to sell the LED television. If we need more information in the application process, we'll reach out to Joe and let him know exactly what we need. If you want to sell a product that has a high safety risk, here are a few tips for getting started. Check our recalls and product safety help page in Seller Central to determine the product you want to sell has a high safety risk. If it does, carefully read through the requirements and then submit your application. If your application is denied, check to make sure all the requirements were submitted. If anything was missing, open a new application and reapply. So how can Amazon help you? Amazon has partnered with certain testing laboratories to provide a one-stop shop to provide product testing and compliance certification services, including discounted rates and localized rate. For more information on this, visit Service Provider Network Compliance page in Seller Central. By preventing the sale of unsafe products in our marketplaces, we avoid costly recalls and lawsuits as well as damage to our brand and reputation. By providing all of the requested product documentation related to local laws, regulations, and safety standards, you and Amazon are partners in protecting customers.